Good evening and welcome to Alaska Airlines Gymnasium, where your Alaska Nanooks women's volleyball team is going to take on the Rock of Slippery Rock from Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. We got some exciting tournament action going on here in the Ice Block Classic. This is night 2 of what has been some exciting volleyball so far. Our Alaska Nanooks are 6-2 on the season. Started off 0-2, and they have found a way to take 6 straight here. It's been some exciting things to watch. Second home game, so we're excited to have them back. A little bit about the Rock. They're 4-2 on the season. They've been playing some really strong volleyball. They fell short to UAA this morning. Really competitive match. Again, some just great volleyball that we've seen all week here. And this classic's going to wrap up tomorrow with some more action. But we appreciate you all tuning in. I'm sure we have plenty of people from the great state of Pennsylvania tuning in. Welcome. Hopefully people from all over the world excited for another evening of Nook volleyball. And we are gearing up here for the start of action. You are joined tonight by Palmer Trolley. I know not a voice you're used to hearing. Coming back from behind the bench where I normally stand athletic training to help out a little bit here and do a little bit of broadcasting, hoping not to mess up the legacy of some great announcers in Nanook history. We're seeing the teams line up here on the baselines. We're going to get ready to announce some starting lineups. Excited to see who the Nanooks are going to put out there today and who the Rock are going to put out in an attempt to stop this Nanook run. and we are ready for some action. Beautiful sung anthem for us tonight. And we got some starting lineups here. Starting off for the Rock, we got number 2, Caitlin Dancic. Number 5, Jaden Yost. Number 10, Aslan Pry. 15, Callie Chevalier. 16, Erica Selfridge. 17, Lauren Vanderhaar. And number 23, at libero, Kate Lashrenjo Beery. And then for your Nanooks, we got starting our number 1, Elena Guck. Number 4, Elizabeth Jackson. Number 6, Carly Nielsen. Number 8, Josie Jansen. Number 10, Riley White. Our setter, local hero, Ainsley Smith. And at libero, Tessa Onaga. Teams are getting fired up. We have a nice packed gym. Looks like a student section wearing white tonight. With a good outshowing. Looks like multiple teams are represented here. And I believe I did see both Monroe and Delta High School volleyball teams in attendance tonight. So we are excited for this action. And there Jackson swaps out with Onaga. She's going to come in as that libero. And we're going to be ready for this action. Looks like the Rock is going to start with the ball. And looks like that's Jaden Yost with the opening serve here. And Elena Guck comes in with the left, but a good dig there. And a tip over, we get it up, and Guck keeps the ball in play. Nice little rally to start for the first point. Dig by Onaga. To Smith, to Guck for the point. That left hand from Elena Guck, we're going to be watching that all night tonight, folks. Definitely something to keep our eyes on. So the first point goes to the Nooks, and now Guck is going to go back for the serve. And a big hit there, but easy dig off the block. And then off the block, Josie Jansen gets the kill. So a quick 2-0 lead for the Nanooks, and Guck back to serve again. A big, powerful serve with the dig by Selfridge. And a big block, but it goes out. So the point is going to go to the Rock. And then Erica Selfridge up for the serve on that, 2-1. A nice big block on a strong hit. Riley White gets the dig on the serve. Carly Nielsen with a back row attack, played well. And Riley White shows why she has been such a valued member of this Nanook team for as long as she's been here. Getting the huge point for the Nooks to, again, spread the lead here by 2. All right, a couple free balls going across until the teams can find the rhythm. And it looks like it's going to be the point for the Nanooks. A little bit off on the set, but Carly Nielsen was there ready for the big block if it was to come over anyway. And a big block by that duo of Jansen and Smith. And Carly Nielsen finds it down the line. Another valued outside hitter here up in Alaska. And the Nanooks are taking a quick lead here, 5-1. What you like to see in front of your home crowd. And they could not handle the serve from White. It's going to drop in for a point. We have an ace, the first ace of the night here for Riley. Oh, and then a great dig by Henderson, but we could not get the second touch on it. It was a strong hit there for the Rock, and they made a little statement to get their second point. And the serve from Lashando Berry goes a little long to give the serve back to the Nanooks. And up next, serving for the Nanooks is Tessa Onaga, who has had a very impressive first season here with the Nanooks. Transferring in last season has really made a difference in her short time here with the Nooks. And a big dig there off the hit from Chevalier, and a back row attack that goes a little long. So again, the point stays with the Nanooks. We have a nice early lead here for the Nanooks. Let's hope that they can continue to roll on and make some quick work here. And the point does fall on the Nanooks side. So again, we're bringing that point in the service back over to Slippery Rock. All right, and the serve coming across, and that would look like that was Brooke Farah. And sent down to Carly Nielsen, once again showing that power. We didn't see much of Carly last night, but she has made a big statement there with that hit through the block to get the point back for the Nanooks. Again, the hometown kid of Ainsley Smith here with the serve. Oh, and that finds the court for a point for the Rock. Now up to serve, we have Cara Pasquale, a Pennsylvania local as well. Good to see us fellow Pennsylvanians represented here, and she gets the point. Spot my heart has to go out to Pennsylvania. However, that was against the Nooks, so we'll have to see if those Nooks can get that point back. And that long serve brings it back to the Nooks to keep that 5-point lead now going. Kind of the closest it's been in here since those first couple points. And we have Carly Nielsen back for the serve. Ooh, and into the net, not what we want to see. The key to the game will definitely be to avoid those self-errors. So, and Lauren Vanderhaar with the serve. And Elena Guck brings in that left hand again. I don't know if it's just like lefties in baseball, but man, that left hand has something special in it. A good dig by Smith. Pass from Nielsen. And they got it up. A great dig by Erica Selfridge to keep it alive. And Riley White says, sorry, you can't do it twice, and lays down the kill. And it looks like we have a timeout by the Rock here. See if they can put it together, and we'll be back with you within a moment. Don't go far.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
And we are back from that timeout. The Nanoks took a little bit more time on there. I guess they want to sit there and hear from tenured head coach Brian Scott, who just celebrated a win 101 last night in his career. So we're definitely proud of Coach Scott here up in Fairbanks. He's a wonderful addition to our department. Really a strong leader in the community as well. Definitely known by everyone in the volleyball world. All right, and we're back to the action with Elizabeth Jackson with the serve. Oh, and the Nanoks are using some of their athleticism. They send a free ball over, and we'll see if the Rock could take advantage with a dunk, and it's returned. A big hit in front, falls right in front of Jackson, unable to get it. The Rock used that timeout to their advantage, and they come out getting the point. Got a couple subs entering the game. We got number 5, Jaden Yost, and Caitlin Dansick, number 2, returning back to action here for the Rock as they have the service. There's Jaden Yost with the serve that Riley White cannot handle. A rare error from Miss White on the court there, but a nice serve by Jaden Yost. That crossball shot is handled well by Onaga. And Carly back row, Nielsen with the big kill. She doesn't need to be near the net, and she's going to be dangerous. Looks like that's her 3rd kill of the night, leading the Nanoks. Oh, and a big Buckos block. That's the first Buckos block of the night. Looked like a tandem block with Josie Jansen and Ainsley Smith. And the left-handed Guck sends it just long. Looked like it was in from the side, but long on the line. All right. Number 15, Kaylee Chevalier, returning back for the Rock. Oh, and Ainsley catches this defense sleeping and drops one in right past that front row. It has been fun to see Ainsley play over the last couple of years. That maturity, that knowledge she has for the game, she's a threat every time she's on the court. And a true leader of this offense. And Josie Jansen sends a block to the back row. Oh, and off the hands of Smith and Jansen, it falls on the Nanook side for a point for the Rock. Alejandro Beery with the serve. And a big block from the Rock. We just hit into a rock for sure. That was a big statement block, which actually brings the score within 4 now. We'll see if the Rock can get a little momentum going. Oh, and that block goes out. A point for the Nooks off the block, off the kill from Josie Jansen on the outside there. Got Tessa Onaga back there to serve. Oh, and Sin Henderson dives in. Ainsley tries her athleticism again. And we got the double pancake with this. Oh, the block comes right back. A very impressive. I don't even know who to give credit to on that. Good thing we got some great stat keepers down on the floor. But both Anaga and Henderson dove out, sprawled out, put their hands out for the pancake. But the ball did not lie, folks, and the point does go to the Rock. The Nanoks still with a 4-point lead here in the first set. Oh. And another service ace here for the Rock. Yeah. A good return. A lot of good volleys here early on. And Carly Nielsen sends that across the court, and that ball went all the way up to the stands. We have a souvenir, but it is thrown back. We appreciate you returning the game balls to us. And that cross-court killer, Carly Nielsen. Another dig for Onaga. And looks like another kill for Carly Nielsen. After taking what looked like a night off yesterday, Carly has not missed a step in her impressive senior campaign. Oh, and it looks like Chelsea Wheeler with a strong hit, but just a bit wide on the kill attempt. So again, the point goes back to the Nooks. So we're sitting in 19-13. Looks like another timeout for a Slippery Rock. They're going to try to see if they can get this momentum back with another timeout, and we'll be right back to the action.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
And a short-lived timeout. Welcome back to the action. Hope you got your drink of water, got that bowl of popcorn ready, and definitely a big appreciation to those on the East Coast tuning in. I know that that 11:30 time pulling up here. We appreciate you tuning in with us on Alaska Nanoks here. Again, from the Alaska Airlines Gymnasium during the Denali State Bank Ice Block Classic. So the Nanoks are still with a 6-point lead here in the first set. And a big kill from their middle. Lauren Vanderhaar, big hit. Solid 2 feet in on the line too. Very impressive play. Right. The Rock, they're 2-0 coming out of the timeouts. Coach knows what she's doing over there. And Elena Guck doesn't always need to use the power. A subtle touch over the line, over the block, just what she needed. Again, in her junior campaign, the IQ that young woman brings to this Nano team is just at a next level. And Riley White says, "Don't keep talking about Guck. I'm still here." Riley White on that right hand. Oh, and it looks like a big block from the Rock, so they can get a point here and keep that service. Lauren Vanderhaar here with the serve. And it looks like the Rock is able to keep it together. Smith with a diving save. And a big hit through the block for Erica Selfridge out of Dubois, Pennsylvania. Nice strong hit right through that tandem block to get the point for the Rock to keep it within 5 here late in the first. That short serve. We go White to Smith to Guck, and it is returned and played. Some great defensive play from the Rock tonight. And Jackson pokes it deep. Oh, everyone came up close looking for the dunk, and she throws it towards the back corner and gets that point to get it back for the Nook to stop the momentum from Slippery Rock. Great play there by Elizabeth Jackson. Oh, and almost with another Buccos block. Tandem of Jansen and White on the outside, but they did block it out of play, so the point goes back to Slippery Rock, and they will keep that serve. Serving again for the Rock is Jaden Yost. Strong serve with a lot of spin. And Guck taps it over the line. I guess she heard me talk about how strong and powerful she was, because now she's just being crafty. It's not fair. And then with that serve, right back, and Josie Jansen puts an exclamation point on that to bring us to a match point here. In this first set, or the set point here in the first set. The service is coming from Guck. The fans are on their feet. Onaga to Smith to Nielsen, and that is in. And the Nanooks take set one with a score of 25-17. Dominating fashion by the Nanooks. But let's not sleep on the Rock. They had some great defensive plays tonight in that first set. So we're going to be coming back to you within a couple minutes for set number 2 of this Alaska Nanooks versus the Rock of Slippery Rock. And after a quick timeout, it looks like I'm being joined here in the booth for this second set Who do I have here as my special guest?
Well, Palmer, it's your Director of Athletics, Brock Hansen, and of course I'm going to do my best to keep up with you, but you did a great job that first set, so
appreciate it.
I'm just going to throw a little color in there.
Oh, we
see how that
always
goes.
need a little bit of flash and flair. Got to get used to the teams being on the other side. So a little recap from the first set. The Nanoks took it with a score of 25-17, led behind the kills of Elena Guck. All right, 6 kills on the night. She's going to bring her season total up to 87 kills on the season already in this short season. Elena Guck, a player to watch. But the Rock, a really good serving team. You know, they led that service aces. Coming out of the timeouts, they got 2 points, so they're a team to watch here. What'd you think of that first set there, Brock?
Yeah, I thought that it was really good. I mean, the Nooks look fresh. Obviously, this is our first game of the day, but Slippery Rock playing their second. They played UAA this morning, so of course you got a little bit of a layoff, and then you come back and you try to get the blood going again and get in the rhythm, and I think they kind of started to turn it back on towards the end of that first one. So we'll see. It'll be interesting this second game.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see what Coach Brian Scott, Meg Woods, and Kate Atkins have up their sleeves and how they can lead the Nanoks into the second set.
I agree, though. I think Elena's already had a pretty hot tournament, so definitely someone they're going to be keen on here for game 2. Let's see if they can cover up with some blocks this game number 2.
And that's Elizabeth Jackson with the serve to start the second set. Oh, and the Nanoks watched that one hit the court. It was a little bit of it, is it in, is it out? And the line judge told us it is in. So the first point of set 2 goes to the Rock.
Yeah, nice little push out there to find that coffin corner.
And then we have Cara Pasquale up for the Rock for their serve. And she sends it just long. Them Nanoks, we keep watching that ball towards that back line. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt us later in this set. This crowd has grown and grown. It looks like we just have some more teams arriving, packing the Alaska Airlines Gymnasium.
Nice up.
Oh, and somehow the ball
Nice
stays
play.
off the floor. A lot of dipping and dodging here. And Riley White sends it hard and off the block, out of play for a point for the Nooks.
Just enough to spin that thing east-west and get it out of bounds.
I was waiting for someone to hit it hard. There was a lot of just tips back and forth on that, and Riley White showed her strength yet again.
Tell you what, there's been no shortage of defense so far in this game.
No. A nice serve from Elena Guck.
Hammer time.
And another pancake from Tessa Onaga to keep this ball in play. But the ball doesn't lie, and it comes and finds the floor. Big kill for the Rock, and they keep this at 2-2.
Yeah, good swing by Selfridge there. She had a couple nice hits so far in the first game, coming on in the second game. She's another hitter to watch for them.
Yeah, 2 kills for the night for Selfridge. She's going to be one to watch the rest of the way. Oh, another one that's really close. Too close for comfort there, Brock. We need a little bit more room on those lines.
Yeah, a little tappy there by Vandahar. She thought she'd land in it right there on that Alaska Airlines logo, but just out.
And Smith with the dig. Oh, Henderson to Jansen.
A nice quick set there by Symphony.
It is good to have the 2 setters out there. So Ainsley showing her strong defensive prowess with the dig, but Henderson's able to set up a beautiful set. Can't fool Onaga.
Ooh.
Oh, and they've learned from that first set. Off the block, sends it long.
And there's Selfridge with another big hit.
Yeah.
On the outside.
She's been the one to watch here coming into the second set. So got a couple subs for the Rock for Yost to go back for the serve.
Both teams with pretty deep benches. They can pretty much go to whoever they want, it looks like.
I think I've seen some more substitutions on the side of the Rock. And that service from Yost goes into the net to give it back to the Nanoks. And a 2-point lead, which sounds little, but right now we're going to take that breathing room with how close this set's going. Carly
That's
Nielsen puts it down. It looked effortless. And don't tell her I said this, but I think I would have gotten that dig. I think if Carly's hitting at me, I think I have a chance for this.
She may agree. She's seen her skills on the court. Another big swing.
I would not take that one, though. Carly Nielsen, we've been talking about Duck and White, but she said, don't forget about me, too.
Nice to see Carly feeling a rhythm here because she's really had a good start to the year.
Yep. GNAC Player of the Week on one of their last road trips. And the big back row attack from Riley White off the block, and it falls into the paint for a point, Nooks.
Yeah, you can tell they're trying to be a little careful in the middle. They got Ashlyn Pry in the middle, who's a pretty opposing blocker up front. She's got that height, so they got to kind of work around that block.
And a carry call, I'm going to may say a little questionable on the carry call, but no challenge from either one. Not even sure if you can challenge that, but the point goes to the Nooks, and not too short, should have. Oh, quick set.
Ooh.
And Ainsley Smith showing some vertical. And Riley White showing the dive, and it goes to the bench.
Great effort, but a good hit by Slippery Rock there.
Yeah, great hit. And Zach Trzynski with the one to find the ball to throw it back into play there. So kudos to Zach, and good thing no one got hurt because he was focusing on the ball, not on the not on who was flying into the bench.
That's true. You know your instincts kick in there, and you really just don't know what to do.
No.
Serve from Selfridge.
And a big
nice block
by Victoria Nalba. That was a huge block. Welcome to the stat sheet tonight with a nice statement. Smith to Jackson, and they keep. Oh, that scrappy defensive play is right there for the Rock. They're going to keep it in, and that can really frustrate that Nanook's offense. We have some heavy hitters, but if they can keep that ball off the court, you never know what can happen.
We've got a pretty nice, energetic crowd here. You talked about people walking in, but they're getting into it. There's some more cheers. Of course, that always fuels the home team.
Yes, we like to play with our home team crowd. A little smaller of a student section tonight than last night. Oh,
Ooh, a nice swing.
A nice swing off a Nanook hand, and goes the point to the Rock.
Chevalier with the swing on the outside. Went off a couple Nooks players and found its way down.
Now we got Alejandro Beery coming in for the serve. Nice serve to the back row. But Elizabeth Jackson rolling around to the outside. So athletic. Definitely a presence we missed last season. And happy to have her back in full force with us this season. Big, strong middle.
Yep, and last year, I don't know, she only got a handful of games in, I think, before she was injured, so it's good. It is good to have her back.
I think it was this tournament last year is when
I think you're right.
she went down.
Nice block of the net by the Nooks.
And a second block from the Nooks. Not a Buccos block yet. And Elena Guck with the solo block. And the solo slam, but it's kept up.
Tight push.
And Elena Guck again.
Naga
comes out of nowhere.
Nielsen with a nice dig.
Oh, we are getting some scrappy play here on both sides, and a big block, but it's still not down. Oh, the Nanooks have a chance to set up some offense. And Riley White says this is how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. The big swing from that right hand into the block, and the Rock say, hey, great effort, ladies, but we got to call a timeout and figure out what to do here. So coming out of this timeout, we'll be back in 30 seconds. Hope you enjoy that little break.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
And we are back from the timeout.
Yep, first time out of the game. It's always interesting to see how these teams are going to respond to whatever the coaches have to say.
Slippery Rock is 2-0 coming out with the point from the timeout. And they make that 3-0. Give some credit to head coach Lori Lockish there. 3 timeouts called this game and 3 points out of the timeout.
It's a pretty solid ratio.
That's not bad. And that's keeping them in there with this the Nanook only 5-point lead here. A deep service by Brooke Farah.
Little miscommunication for the Rock there.
Yep, there's a little bit of you got it, it's yours, and the ball finds the floor. And the team said it, we love free points. A back row attack from the Rock. Handled well by the Nanooks. Oh, and a great dig off the new ceiling. And Elena Gawk, it looked like there's a little change up on that one.
She's had a couple of those lately where they look purposeful but not purposeful, so you don't know if that's just a ricochet. She's just trying to bend it around the block.
And I know with her, regardless, she just has a big smile on her face when she gets
does.
that. And a big block for the Nooks. And a second. But the third one goes through.
Chevalier sticking with it. Third time's a charm.
Third time is a charm. Slippery Rock looks like they're actually leading in blocks for the night. So interesting to see that. Again, their defense is keeping them in this match. And another big block, but it went high enough for Nielsen to kind of walk under it. And Guck sends it long.
Boy, she's got a really aggressive windup, and I think that's something, I don't know, I feel like that's new from what we saw from her last year. She's getting a couple more miles per hour on her swing.
I guess we got to give credit to the weight room when the credit is
There you
due.
go.
She is getting a little stronger and as she's aging up in here.
Nice swing, good dig by the libero.
And a good dig by Smith.
Guck again.
Oh, but a nice block. Looks like that was Vanderhaar again with a big block to gain the point back for the Rock to keep this within 4 here in the second set.
Yeah, the Knicks had success early on here with getting around those blocks, but lately they're finding a little bit more of them, getting at least a piece of them to slow them down.
And we get the ball back. Another free point.
Pasquale sailing one a little bit long there.
Now, if you're Coach Scott, you got to be thinking you got to capitalize here and get 2 points out of an error here and get another point out of this.
Yeah, I think he wants to keep that lead as big of a cushion as he can.
Oh, and a great dig by Nielsen. That second pass goes a little farther back, but the Nooks keep it up.
Now with another nice dig.
And that back row attack by Carly Nielsen, too hot to handle.
Again, it's been a lot about the defense, is setting up those, getting nice passes in, so we can get some smooth, clear hits.
That's been pretty common on most of the Nook points that it's taken them 2 or 3 swings to get either through the block or around those blocks by the Rock. And Elena Guck had no problem on that first swing. She heard me. She knew. She's like, oh, okay, 1 swing, Palmer. That's all I need. And another timeout for the Rock. Their coach is going to try to make this 4-0. And we're going to be back with the action soon. It looks like the cross-country and ski team has just arrived, so this student section is about to get even better. And we are coming back to action. Let's see what the teams drew up here during that timeout as the Nanoks have that 17-10 lead in the second set. Brock, a question I have for you. In year, 4 for you here, this gym, right? Brand new floor in here and some electric atmosphere. How are you feeling about what's happening in the gym tonight?
You know, you kind of forget about the renovations that were done, but after 40 years on the old court, it's nice to see a lot of spring in it, a lot of energy, brighter atmosphere. It's great.
Some great color on the wall. Oh, and the point falls for the Nooks.
Well, they didn't get the 4 in a row.
Nope, they did not.
They didn't get the 4.
I'm sorry, Coach. 3-1 is going to have to be it for now.
Still solid. Wanted to put an end to that, and of course she found the right spot for it.
Oh, nice and a big swing from Chelsea Wheeler to get the point back for the Rock. And she said, we're not done yet.
Yeah, Wheeler with a nice swing down the line there. It's been tough to get him by Onaga here so far today. Of course, got to get a couple down.
Onaga with 12 digs on the night. Just to add to her impressive season so far. It looks like the Nooks hit that one out of play.
Yep. SRU coming back here, getting a couple points, trying to find a rhythm. Push by Smith there.
Oh.
Just enough.
Couldn't find that second connection, so we get another point Nooks here. Serve from Riley White to the back row. Beautiful set and swing, but dug up by Henderson. And Carly Nielsen says, I can do that too.
Nice dig in the back row there. Another push.
White was there ready for it. And Jansen puts it into that back corner. Hit them where they ain't. Hit them where they ain't. And Josie Jansen gets another point.
Yep, after a nice dig, Josie's found the back corner there.
That's 6 kills for Jansen tonight. A really strong offensive outing for her.
Good retrieval.
Oh, and a little miscommunication for the Nooks, but we send it back over. And a big Buckos block.
You gotta love the Buckos block.
From the duo of Jansen and Nielsen.
Now, for those of you who aren't here, Nook the mascot, he's thrown out Buckos gift cards. So
good throw. I remember the individual throwing them last year. Had some difficulty with the Frisbee every now and then. Yeah. Nook looks to have
quite
ball.
Quite talented. Quite talented.
Multi-use individual.
White hit one in the net there. She might have got distracted by the gift cards being thrown out.
I think that
you just don't know.
Yeah, especially for Buckos. It's a hot commodity up here. Not just for the temperature of their beverages either.
No, right. A floater serve from Yost.
Oh, and a big nice block. And Jansen off the net, and it goes flying out, so that's going to be a point for the Rock. The Nanoks still with a 7-point lead, but the way that they can get it back, you never know. And Rachel Pierce for the Nanoks is arriving for her first action of the evening.
Back set, Jansen with a push. Big outside swing.
And not enough. We got one flag calling for a touch, and that's where it's going to go. Oh, the preemptively called out point Nooks, but the point to the Rock on that one.
Looks like Coach Scott's thinking about challenging it.
Oh, he is calling it up, and Coach Scott, he's going to put a Coach Scott calls the challenge. We're gonna see what's gonna come of this.
Well, I tell you, the first two games this morning at 11, and of course the game at 2:30, there was, I don't know, 5, 6 challenges. I know they get so many per game, but really working the table crew overtime here at the start of the year.
Making them earn their keep.
Yeah, some of the best down there. We got Nate Pearsall, our SID, and of course, assistant SID Alex Dean down there.
Yeah, a great addition to the staff here, starting new. Yep. So the Alaska Nanook volleyball team here early in the season has done some traveling. They have earned their airline miles this season, and I was fortunate enough to join them in Costa Rica in July. You missed a great trip, Rock.
Yeah, next time in 4 years when they can do it again, you can bet I'll be paying for a plane ticket to head down. But
working some camps, doing some community service there, planting some trees in the rainforest was actually probably my favorite moment. And we had a great bonding experience over making our own hot chocolate. Costa Rica in July, I don't think you need hot chocolate, but that stuff was great.
Did you get to chase monkeys around, zip lining, anything?
I did the zip lining. I did not chase any monkeys.
Okay.
Anytime they went on animal excursions, I decided to stay with the vans. I guess for the safety of the vans.
For the safety of the vans. And I would certainly encourage anyone who's got access to YouTube to check out. I think Kinley Erickson did day 1 through, I'm not sure how many days.
Day 5 or 6. I think she threw it all together. There's some beautiful vlogs to show cap that. But then, of course, they just got back from a 2-week road trip in Hawaii and California. Not some bad spots to visit either.
Yep. And they've certainly put on quite a few miles.
Oh, yeah. So we're still waiting to get the verdict from this challenge. Really taking their time to make sure they get this call right. But that is fine for the fans in attendance tonight. Getting there dancing on. I see some people taking selfies near the court. This gym is getting more and more packed as the night goes on. Nanook Nation coming out strong tonight. Excited to see them continue this trend out in both this season and then as our other court sports of men's and women's basketball take flight here just a month away. So we're going to have a lot of Nanook action coming at you this year.
Looking at it. Still taking a look at it here, trying to figure out.
They just got to make sure it's the right call. You can't leave that one for chance. It was close. I think I saw the block. I think I saw the tip. So I may be on that side there, but
yeah, I don't think it's going to be overturned, but looks like they're going to call it right here.
And my eye don't lie. The point goes to the Rock.
So the Rock pulls within 6 on that one, which again, an important point. They're all important, but of course, when you're trying to come back and a team's close to finishing it out.
And my understanding is that with that first challenge that Coach Scott lost it, he is down to only 1 challenge now. So if he were to keep that, he would be able to keep 2 challenges, but the lost challenge.
Nielsen with a big hit, but a nice dig.
And a big dig to get back-to-back points. Selfridge, you were calling her name earlier off in the set, that she was going to be the one to watch. Her 4th kill of the evening. And I think she's just getting warmed up. Those Nooks have to be ready.
It seems like they should be pushing a few more out to her. She's having some success on that angle over there.
Oh, and Jansen with the trick shot. My depth perception was off. I thought it was coming our direction. Little did I know. The complete other direction.
It's nice to have that versatile weapon where she can hammer it, but she can soft touch it over too.
Strong back set and a nice, again, Selfridge making a statement off the block. She just wanted to keep serving. So now brings it within 5, 22-17 Nooks.
Starting one of their biggest runs probably here for the night. See if the Nooks can lock it down here.
And Pierce into the block, but we get the dig. And again, I don't know if I can count how many times tonight. We've needed at least 3 attempts to get the ball over the net. And we throw down the block. The dynamic duo of Jackson and Nielsen showing how it's done to give a lucky fan another Buccos block.
That's very true.
I know that hockey team, they're looking that the Nooks going to throw it their way. And with 2 points left to go in the set, we're getting a UAF chant here in the crowd. The energy is pulsating. This has been fun.
Ainsley Smith back to serve. She's had a pretty under the radar night, but she's been really producing.
Especially defensively.
Yes. I want to clarify, under the radar means that she's been really producing.
Yep. Oh,
But working behind her team really well.
8 digs for Ainsley in that setter position.
Yep.
We know she's racking up the assists, but with those 8 digs, showing off her athleticism.
Yep. Somehow that one stayed up. Nice little dig.
And a good dig from Riley White. And
Nielsen.
Carly Nielsen off the block, but it finds the paint anyway. To bring up to another set point here for the Nooks in set 2 with a 24-18 lead, and the crowd gets on their feet. Nielsen with the serve to the back row, and it's up and over, so we get that free ball.
Smith.
And Riley White, with a no-doubter, sends it to the floor, so the Nooks take that second set, 25-18. Very similar score to that first set. Again, a very good work from the Nanooks here in that second set, but great defensive play from the Rock. We have a great third set coming up. Get yourself some popcorn, sit on back in that recliner, and don't go far. We'll be back with the third set. All right, and we are getting ready back for action, and I have another special guest here. Let's see if he sounds familiar. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Good. That's awesome to hear. Let's say hello to the fans. Tell me your name.
My name's Maddox.
Yeah, we got Maddox up here. We got an upgrade from Brock to Maddox over on the mic tonight. So Maddox, how long you been a fan of the Nanooks?
3 years.
3 full seasons. I'm going to ask you, who's your favorite volleyball player to watch there?
Carly.
Carly Nielsen. You know what? She's a fan favorite too. I can't blame you. She brings the juice every night. And it looks like Graham and Brooke have been bringing some juice in the form of pizza for some very happy fans. It looks like it would be either Monroe or Delta High School volleyball are going to go home with some pizzas. How come they didn't bring it up for us?
I don't know.
I don't know, but we'll see if we can get a pizza at some point in here. All right, what do you think we're going to see out of this third set? Who do you think this one's going to go to, Maddox?
Nanox.
The Nanox. We got it called here up in the booth that the Nanox are going to take set 3. The Nanox are being led tonight by Elena Guckin, kills with 10. But closely behind, Carly Nielsen with 7, and Josie Jansen in the middle, 6 kills tonight. So they're really helping out. But we gotta give credit to the blocking over on the rocks. Vanderhaar with 2.5 blocks. Nalbach with a full block herself. Leading the game in blocks is the Rock, making the Nanox work for every point they get tonight. So at any moment, this game may swing, and we can see this third set go to the Rock. Whenever they hear some music, these ladies are dancing.
What?
Say something. Who do you think is going to win the game?
I already said that.
Yes.
Can I say who said it?
All right, and it looks like we are confirming who the lines are, and we're getting ready. The final high fives are going out. It looks like service is going to be to Slippery Rock. Who do we got serving there, Maddox?
The Rock.
We got the Rock, right? Jaden Yost, their setter, coming in with the first service.
Jaden.
Yep. And there's your player of the game, Carly Nielsen, right? Coming off her GNAC Player of the Week with another strong performance. Oh, and a big, big hit from the Rock there that the Nanox cannot handle. So we're keeping that point there. Now up to serve, Erica Selfridge, the name that Brock was mentioning enough in that second set. Let's see if she can lead the Rock here in the third set. And a big kill from Guck. So Maddox, what does that give us?
The lead.
It gives us the lead, but what do we like to say in the crowd whenever the Nanox get that point?
Point Nooks.
Point Nooks, for sure. And Jackson with the serve. Dug very well by Kate Alejandro Berry. And oh man, a big kill from the Rock. They're keeping it at 2-2. The second set started off very similar, so we'll see if at some point here the Nanox can take on that big lead. Oh, and it looks like that would have taken 4 hits for the Nanox, so that point's going to go over. And the Rock are going to get a lead here. I think this may be one of their first of the evening. So we got to stay aware here. Again, at any point, the table was going to tilt. The Rock have been in every set. Oh, and a second error here by the Nanox in a row. Alejandro Beery is just taking advantage of these service to get that 2-point lead here for the Rock. All right, and the Rock find a way to make it a 3-point lead here early in the third set. That one goes over towards Coach Scott. Naga sends it back over. A big block for the Rock. We've been saying that all night, but Smith with the dig off the dunk. And Riley White sends it deep and gets the point back for the Nooks. So what do we say there, Maddox?
Point Nooks!
Point Nooks. All right, the serve goes back for Elena Guck here. So Maddox, do you play a lot of volleyball?
No.
What sports do you like to play?
Hockey and baseball.
Hockey and baseball. I think I've seen you play both of those. Definitely say we may have a future Nook on our hands over here. A little bit of back and forth now. And that back row, Carly. I think we have to get a higher ceiling the way she's jumping. Man, that girl can fly. I think she must have heard you, Maddox. She knew that you wanted her to be the hero of the game, so she's gotten a couple kills here in the third set to bring it closer. And a big Buckos blocked from Jansen yet again. Another name we've been calling often tonight.
And that's what we like to call Point Nooks.
That is what we like to call that Point Nooks. Pair of blocks tonight for Jansen. And then the hammer from Riley White.
And there's another Point Nooks.
Yes, another Point Nooks. Coach Scott is really stuck with this, the starting 6-7. And I thought maybe they were getting a little tired here at the start of the third, but they found a way to get these points back. 4 straight points to get the lead, 6-2, and then the block goes out of bounds, so the tie back up to the Rock. But a nice 4-point swing for the Nooks really electrified this gym a little bit and got the juices flowing. The ladies are playing with a little bit more confidence.
It's been a good game.
It has been a good game.
It's tied at 6s.
So Maddox, with you being a big hockey fan as well, who are you looking forward to watching this season for the Nanoks?
Matt Cothy.
Matt Cothy returning for his 5th year. You know, I'm excited to see what Matt Cothy's going to be doing as well this season. I think I see him over in that white student section in all those white shirts, the UAF hockey team representing tonight. Again, I'm seeing members from all of our teams here. Swim, rifle, women's basketball, men's basketball. Oh, and Henderson, a little too hot to handle on that ball. Too much spin on it, so the Rock go back up to a 2-point lead here. Naga with the dig. Smith to White, and the block goes out of bounds, so that's another Point Nooks. It has been impressive that Lauren Vandehar looks like leading the way with 4 blocks tonight. A very impressive night defensively for her. And a big dig from Onaga. And a cross court goes out of bounds, and that one, no doubt, had no hit to it. No touch there, so that point's going to the Nanoks.
Point Nooks!
Another Point Nooks. Oh, and the dig from Henderson, she can't get that spatula under the pancake. There's not enough there. Do you like pancakes, Maddox?
Yes.
Do you put chocolate chips in your pancakes?
Sometimes.
Oh, that's the way to do it. Nice chocolate chip pancake. I have to make sure Mom and Dad know to add some chocolate chips. And the real secret, some whipped cream on top as well. Oh, and that point comes back to the Nooks with the service error from the Rock.
Point Nooks!
Yes, another Point Nooks. We love to hear it, Maddox. Tessa Onaga here with the serve. She is leading the night in digs with 13. Which actually, it's kind of a low night for her. There's dig 14. She heard me. And Jackson sends it off the back row onto the national championship banners. Don't worry, Will. They are still hanging. And then the Nooks take that 1-point lead.
Point Nooks.
Point Nooks. Tessa Naga with her next serve. Oh. And a big swing from Aislinn Pry of the Rock, but
And
another Buckos block. Let's hear you say it, Maddox. What kind of block we got there?
Buckos.
The Buckos block. What's your drink of choice from Buckos?
Smoothie.
A smoothie. I'm a big fan of the Pup Cup. I love whipped cream.
And there's a serve off the net for the Nanoks.
Yep. So this third set staying at 1 point. We're keeping it interesting here. The Nooks are going to have to work for every point they've gotten, just like they have been all night. But Coach Scott staying true to his lineup. And rightfully so. Who had that kill there, Maddox?
Carly Nielsen.
Carly Nielsen. Well, it looks like I see Coach Cedillo in the stand hold up a Point Nook sign. Love to see the staff out here supporting. All right. Wonderful community here in Nanook Nation. Oh, and it almost stayed alive, but a Point Nooks. Ainsley Smith back to serve. An impressive stat line for her with 33 assists tonight. And unfortunately, I guess I just jinxed her because she gets a service error on that. But again, an impressive night. We've said her name enough times tonight. 33 assists for Ainsley Smith. She even had a couple dunks. She's gotten a couple points. We'll see if she gets voted as the McKinley the player of the night. Fighting hard with Elena Guck and Carly Nielsen, though. Elena Guck sends that one over. Actually, a name I haven't said in a while. Tessa Naga showing off her athleticism. Oh, and a smart play by Erica Selfridge. That outside hitter from Dubois, Pennsylvania, showing that Pennsylvania pride. That gives her 6 kills on the night. Oh, and that looks like that went outside of the antenna.
Point Nooks.
And we got another Point Nooks. Well said, Maddox. All right. Nice little volley there. Riley White standing out of play, but sends it back across. And Onaga with yet another dig, and Smith tries to fool them all. One says in, one says out, but the head official calls it out. And that's the only vote that truly matters. A nice 1 point lead here for the Nanoks. We knew this third set was going to be interesting. The Rock have definitely taken advantage of their substitutions to keep some scrappy play alive, while the Nanoks have stayed true to their 7 that started the game. And Elena Guck, the name I haven't said in a minute,
Point Nooks.
brings a Point Nooks back. That big left-handed swing. What hand do you play hockey with, Maddox? Do you have that left-handed swing too?
Right hand.
Right hand.
But in baseball, I use my left hand.
Okay. Ambidextrous. All right, we got another point here for the Rocks. We're keeping this third set interesting. The Rock have been in it all night. Their defensive play has really been something to watch, led by their libero, who is here serving, Kate Lahando Beery, out of State College, Pennsylvania. State College is going to be up here in a couple of weeks to play us in some hockey. And a big block from the Rock. But Riley White gets it through the second time.
Point Nooks.
All right, 2 point lead here for the Nanoks. Keeping the fans on the edge of their seats tonight. And a dig from Guck. And then the dunk from Smith. That high IQ play from Ainsley Smith.
Point Nooks!
And Slippery Rock calling the timeout. So they're going to go and try to call another timeout, see if they can steal a point out of here. We'll be right back to this exciting third set.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
And here we are back to the action. Maddox, what did you think during that timeout? Did anything cool happen on the court during that timeout?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Ben Dolby, one of our skiers. Exciting man to watch on the trails. Took a lap with the flag to get this. Maybe a balk from Guck. Do they call balks in volleyball? She turned it into a dance move. And a dig from Nielsen. The pass from Guck. Let's see, the Rock can take advantage here. But a nice block.
Bucko's block.
Bucko's block. And it's been hard to say Bucko's block tonight without following with Josie Jansen. And now Isaac Garcia of men's basketball has taken over for the Nook and assisted Nice to a fan to pass out that Bucko's block. Oh, and a nice little dunk from the Rock, right, to keep this within 3 points.
And there's some substitutions for the Rock.
Yep. Entering the game into serve, we have number 18, Brooke Farah. Another Pennsylvania local. I gotta say, I do enjoy hearing some Pennsylvania every now and then. And Riley White off the block, but Onaga with the dive, and then it falls right back on her. Unfortunately, she can't hit it twice. But a pretty impressive dive there, Maddox. Would you have been able to get that?
No.
I think you would have. Give yourself some credit on that. Now, I would not have been able to do it. And a big hit, but with a big dig. Hondo Beery with a big dig to keep this alive. One in, one out, but that outside just a bit wide from White. Gives it to the Rock for 1 point.
Nanook's back to a 1 point lead.
Yep, only a 1 point lead here, midway through the third. And Riley White makes it a 2 point lead. Yeah, what a nice hit. Riley White. Her senior campaign here, she's definitely going to be known a strong leader, not just on this volleyball team, but the entire athletic department. Oh, and a little cross-court attack from Aslan Pry. Defended well by the Nooks. And Josie Jansen hits it into the block. Ooh, and on is right. And what do we got?
Bucko's block!
We got another Bucko's block by the Josie Jansen, adding to her impressive night of 9 kills and 3 blocks for Jansen. The block totals are going up on both sides. The Nooks have really started to take note from the Rock, and a lot of blocks going in the second and third sets. Currently Nielsen from behind the attack line. Hits it deep to White, to Smith, and just out by Jansen on the outside. The Nooks are 5 points away here from taking the clean sweep, but the Rock are not going down quietly.
And there's another substitution for the Rock.
Another substitution. Looks like Kara Pasquale with the serve. And it almost seems it doesn't matter who they put in. Carly Nielsen's going to find a way to put that ball on the floor.
Point Nooks!
That's another point Nooks. 21-18 here in the third. Not many big leads here in the third like we saw in the first and second, but the Nooks are holding on.
Oh.
A nice little dunk from Aslan Pry. Oh, and then the block. The big block from, once again, Vanderhaar just really throwing it down.
And another substitution for the Rock.
They've been using that bench. That's a very good observation there, Maddox. And Jackson with the big hit, the block, and Nielsen with the big hit that they can't return.
With the hit.
Carly with the big kill, and we're bringing Elena Guck back into the game here with a few points left to go. We'll see. Oh, a timeout. Timeout is called by the Rock. We'll see if Coach can steal another point out of that, as we have a 3-point lead for the Nooks here late in the third.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
And we are back to the action. Once again, Ben Dolby getting some extra cardio in this evening, trying to get this crowd fired up for the final 3 points of the evening. Hopefully, the final 3 points of the evening, if they can go all Danucks. All right, Maddox, what do you think is going to be happening here with this this next serve?
Maybe an ace, but I don't know.
We'll see. Elena Guck getting fired up by her friend and teammate as she enters back into this game to bring some energy. And Ainsley Smith going back to serve. Ainsley Smith from North Pole, Alaska. Have you been out to North Pole, Maddox?
A lot of times.
Oh, yeah, it's such a good place. I was just there a couple weeks ago. Got to see the big man himself.
And there is a point.
A point for the Nanooks.
Point Nooks!
Point Nooks. 2 points away here from the win with a 4-point lead here in the third. Onaga, and it goes over the net, but off the ceiling. That ball hit the ceiling, so that's a rule. Well, it looks like men's basketball is giving a lot of treats away down there. They are working that crowd. Yeah, but that ball did touch the ceiling before going over the net, so that goes point to the Rocks. Yost with the serve. White to Smith to Guck, and Guck gets it up. Oh, and another carry called. I guess we had a point called for us that I didn't think was a carry, another one. So that's why I'm not an official. That's why I'm up here in the booth or normally standing behind the bench. But a carry on each side tonight. Yost keeps the serve, brings it within 2. And Carly Nielsen sends a bullet to the back row.
Point Nooks!
For a point Nooks, and now we got match point here, Maddox.
And the Nooks fans are on their feet.
They're on their feet, and Carly Nielsen with the serve. We have the bench drumming on the floor. Everyone's ready to go. And a strong serve by Nielsen. Free ball thrown over. Guck to Smith to White. And the block goes out. And that is all she wrote, folks. Your Alaska Nanooks over Slippery Rock there. 25-21 in the third set. Alaska takes it 3 straight sets. Very exciting volleyball tonight, Maddox. The Rock were in it every way. It's going to be interesting to see where they go this season. They played a lot of strong opponents here this weekend and came up big in all their matches. Be exciting to see them play tomorrow with how they can rebound after taking those 2 losses today.
And Nanox with the win again.
Yes, that makes it how many in a row now, Maddox? Do we know how many?
7.
7 in a row for our Alaska Nanox. A great start after going 0-2 in Hawaii. Brian Scott has found a way with this team to be making a statement going into GNAC play right now. So we do have one more day tomorrow for the Denali Bank Ice Block Challenge. I know we're going to be hearing from Coach Scott here in a little bit, and probably from the player of the game as well coming on up. So the gym's emptying out. We had a great evening of volleyball here. Stay tuned as we get Coach up here for some interview, and obviously check back in tomorrow as we get some more volleyball action going on in the Alaska Airlines Gymnasium. So Maddox, who did you call was going to be player of the game?
Carly.
And you were right. Well done, young man. Well done. So we'll see if Carly makes her way up here. It looks like Coach Scott's making his way up, working his way through the crowd. And he'll be joining us up here shortly. Oh, God, I'm going to look so short. All right, and we are joined here by the player of the game, Miss Carly Nielsen. Heck of a game tonight, Carl. How'd you feel out there today?
That was a fun game.
That was great to be a part of. We were calling it out that it took you guys 2 to 3 hits most times to get the point, but you guys persevered on it. What's it like playing against a team that's getting that many blocks, but you guys still getting the kills?
Yeah, they're a really scrappy team. I mean, obviously you said it was difficult to get a kill, but it makes us work harder in transition and get ready for conference play, and I'm excited about that.
Oh, that's good. You guys are rolling through 7 straight wins as well.
Yeah.
How do you feel to start the season with that?
It feels good. It's a big confidence boost for sure, going in knowing that we're doing well, we're playing our game well.
That's good.
I'm excited.
Yes, we've been getting help from all over the Nanook range, but you've definitely leading the way. It's been fun to watch you, Car. Always a joy to watch, so we appreciate everything you've been doing this year.
Thank you.
Of course. Thanks for joining us, Carly. And now we're going to be bringing in head coach Brian Scott.
They're wet and they're fabric, actually, so you're welcome.
All right, we got Coach Scott getting ready to put the headset on. All right, Coach. Welcome to the booth. Congratulations, 7 in a row.
Yeah, feels good.
That is awesome. A well-coached game tonight, well-played games. What are your thoughts? What are the thoughts on that win tonight?
That's a tough team that we just played. The fact that we could do it in a sweep is a pretty good accomplishment. We really talked about how those guys, great at blocking, great at defending. They're liberos all over the place. They just have several players that can make plays, and we really tried to focus on, okay, hey, we got to be good for a long period of time. And, God, they have our girls respond with, I think we're like 16, 17, 17 and 18 kills per set. Like, those are great numbers.
That's the numbers you want to see going into conference play. And it's in front of this home crowd. What do you think of the crowd tonight?
Oh, my gosh. This place was rocking tonight. That was a lot of fun.
You were rocking. I know even just from that initial intro of Thunderstruck, I was bouncing. And I think the gym was electric. It seems like the ladies really play well in front of this hometown crowd.
It's so much fun. So much fun. It doesn't get better than this.
That's great. All right. So now what's our goal for tomorrow? How do we make this 8 in a row now going into tomorrow?
Well, we got to keep playing. We've been playing really steady and consistent, and we have got to keep up that kind of consistency tomorrow. No letdowns. That's name of the game right now.
Well, it was definitely good to see that consistency tonight. Seemed like you rolled with the same 7. Went to the bench a couple times, but really those starters took it home for you. And as you said, a great effort by Slippery Rock. A lot of good blocks. We had to take 2 or 3 hits to it.
I know.
Which gave a lot of chances for Ainsley to have such a strong night with her assists.
Yeah, they played great, but our offense was clicking tonight, so felt good.
Awesome. We appreciate all the efforts, Coach Scott. Thank you so much.
Great.
And good luck tomorrow. Take it home, and let's win this whole thing.
Let's do it.
Awesome. Thank you very much. All right. And Bomber Trolley with his debut behind the mic here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for cheering on for our Alaska Nanooks. And as always, go Nooks!